4. It's been a long day for you.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. Running on first down, Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Miami! 41's the mic. It's a party now. Woo!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
We're going to sign. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 37. Check. Lady. Hey, check 24. Watch it.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Right here. Red 80. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Keep playing hard. We're going to set. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Crash.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Strong right. Even. 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It's run, fellas, it's run.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. You draw Corker. Here I come. Jam him. Check. Lucky. He's coming. We got double up. Half 10. Kill. Turn it up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Go 58's the Mike. Check Mike. Tight right, Roger.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Heavy on the edges.
Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Jets.
49. Mike's 49. Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Bills nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hatchet. Showing up.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Throwing now is Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go. Go to base. Watch the run.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
A gain of 11 on the
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Check 24. Check that.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
We're going to sign. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Ready? Check pass. 49. Mike, 49.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Come on, up.
And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike's by 4. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 2nd and 12, Allen finding some room at midfield. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mike's 49.
Come on. You better bring it.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To return is McKenzie. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Number 53, Mike 53. Get in the weight room.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check. 6-6. Bullet high. Check.
56.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Stop here, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Austin Eckler. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
SOS.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, They get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
We're going to start. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Yo, lady. I'm here all day.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold flush to his right. Open man is Anderson. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Check, young lady. 50. Check safety, check.
On 1st down, Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby. That's it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They can't hang with the...
Off of play action, Darnold. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They come out here in the I. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. The toss play to Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen on the screen. This is Eckler. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
57. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Half.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the 42-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Here we go again.
Allen taking it himself. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now T.J. Yeldon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Yeldon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the slant. Half 85, half 85. Shit.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bills take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got him.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Hey, tight.
Slam. Check 52. Quick the edge. Come.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler.
Roll.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Motion, pop. Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They're running.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, zoom.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Now, ball, defense.
Hey, alert 3.
A give. Eckler running to the right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
That's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Don't be mad.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Bang, 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 bang.
Middle.
Under crunch. Check 43. Shift.
Watch that. Protein spill.
Here is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill. Alert. Switch.
Now Eckler, and an alley to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gun.
Rip left. Watch safety creep.
22 jet bomber.
Creeping. Check the backer.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the Wild.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match.